Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my show, Science Thursday. Today we're going to take a look at Stirling engine. So what's the idea of Stirling engine? Basically it's a heat engine which works specifically on difference between two temperature, hot and cold. It's a closed cycle system. What does that mean? So basically closed cycle simply means there is no input or output in the system. So like an internal combustion engine takes air from the environment, then mixes petrol, then exhausts the output. So for that reason it's an open system. This on the other hand is a closed system. That basically what does it do with that engine? Basically it converts thermal energy, basically the difference between temperature, into mechanical work. It could be linear, going back and forth, or it could be rotational energy using crankshafts. And it can also act as a refrigerator. If you rotate it, you will get the same output. Basically you will get one hot side, one cold side, like a compressor. And as you can see, this toy version you can buy, basically it works on the difference of your body heat versus your surrounding ambient air. So it basically works on temperature difference. Why it is? First, very high efficiency. This is a very old engine. This predates almost steam engine. Not predate per se, the idea was back then, but this is supposed to replace steam engines, because back in that day steam engines used to explode, the boilers used to explode and kill people quite horrifically. So for safety reasons people wanted to use this, and it has higher efficiency and it has very low noise pollution, which is very crucial for some applications. And if you compare it to internal combustion engine, like how you have in your cars or things like that, its internal combustion engine max case scenario can only go up to 20% internal efficiency. This can go as high as 50, and it works from heat from anything. So it could be solar driven, it could be nuclear driven, it doesn't matter. Now when I said it is very low noise pollution, this submarine is a Swedish submarine, uses the Stirling engine. Now the benefit of that system is, when they did that a test military exercise, Americans could not find it, because when it runs on that Stirling engine, the noise output of the submarine goes so low, it's flat out undetectable. Like even a nuclear reactor is not silent as this, simply because nuclear reactors are quite big. They have a lot of coolant going back and forth, and it's big, clunky, and a lot of things are moving compared to this, which is relatively slow. So suffice to say, the low noise output is quite advantageous. And some companies employ generator set that works on Stirling engine if they want low noise, like in a hospital or things of that nature. So I said it's gonna become our future. Now when I say future, I don't mean it's gonna replace our internal combustion engine. One simple reason for that, it's very low power density. Basically you need to build a very big engine for just a few amount of power. So like 100 horsepower engine will be like size of a truck, like a truck engine basically. So it's not that power dense. However, because it can be convert directly thermal energy into mechanical energy, it makes perfect for solar energy. Now you might say, why not use solar cell? A, solar cells are expensive. B, solar cell gives you DC current. This gives you AC, which is much easier to transport and monitor. For whole lot of other reasons, AC is much more preferable. And NASA recently is taking the fact that humans have to go to Mars very seriously. So they realize solar power is not going to work in Mars because of dust storms and things of like that nature. So they are building a 10 kilowatt nuclear reactor, a very small nuclear like this one, and it has a nuclear heater here, and based on Stirling engine it's working. So there is no steam, there is no high pressure, and it's quite safe. And the fact that nuclear power is also looking into that is very simple. Even though steam has almost the same efficiency as this, is generally high pressure. Now steam has a tendency to explode, and I don't mean pressure explosion, I mean water starts to split in high temperatures, which generally happens with nuclear reactor. And when it splits and there is a lot of heat, it recombines and explodes. That's what happened in Chernobyl. The nuclear reactor did not blow up, the water in the reactor split and then combined again. Now why that split happened? Very high temperature and presence of a catalyst caused that. Same happened with Fukushima. So suffice to say, it's kind of funny to say, but never a nuclear reactor rarely goes boom, and most of the time that things that go boom is actually water. So for nuclear power generation, Stirling engine makes a very compelling argument. So I think in our future we're gonna see a lot of Stirling engine. So this was my presentation. I hope you guys liked it or learned from it. In that case, please like. If you didn't, dislike, leave a comment. Please subscribe and press the bell icon as I make video every day. And as always, thanks for watching.